So hello everybody, I'm gonna try and explain how I played my Friday session, and I try to be quick. So we've been trading around this demand area I warned about on the Thursday session. I thought that the price could be trading down to my Thursday support around 56, but it didn't happen, and this demand worked. And as you can see, and I told you on Thursday, I thought it could be a choppy day, and the best strategy in this case is to buy each attempt back on demand. As you can see, if you bought here, 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 and here, and especially here, at the end of the day, when we have the most powerful move, you would have had many occasions to gain on some scalp long. What happened on the end of the day was the scenario I was warning about, and my idea was another attempt to 88, which is the very supply. And as I told you, the bulls need a bid above this level, and possibly VIX printing a lower low here. This didn't happen, and this is why I took my short position here back to demand. Then, as you can see, the price breached the demand for about 10 points, no, yes, 6 points. But as I warned you too about this, I thought it was kind of bear trapping, and you have to go back, and you would find this demand area that was printed around early mid of the week, and the price, as you can see, printed and come back. And here we open on the new daily Friday session at midnight in Italy. And as I told you, the price was again over the demand. So the scenario was in favor for bulls once again to another attempt to 88 and eventually all-time high. I told you to take profit here because we were on another little supply that worked back during the week, and we took 5-6 point scalp here. But as I told you several times before, demand and supply area doesn't work exactly at the first attempt. Usually the price backtests them, and in fact we've been again long here on this very minor demand level that was printed on this little ramp. And as you can see here, the price has been immediately rejected on the supply before, and didn't been able to reach 88 again. And as you know, we need a bid above 88 for continuation to all-time highs. This is why I told you that there was a lacking of bull momentum, and I took my short here around 85, 83, 85, I can't remember. Anyway, this area. And we've been dumping overnight back to the 63, 56. 56, as you know, was my Thursday support, and 63 was my line in sand for the Friday session, which was the very low of the previous day. This one, the one that was printed on this little dump and bear trapping here. So a stable bid under 63 means to me that there could be a prosecution downwards, but this didn't happen. And as you know, on the Friday session around my time, that was 1 p.m. in Italy, the price breached 63, opened a new 15-minute candles above it, back tested, and you must remember that back test is our friend if you're trying to follow a move. so you don't have to worry if the price backtests a certain level. And as you can see, immediately rejection to 63 again, and then up. And what we found on the overnight dump was two supply levels, this one and this one. And as you can see, on the first supply, the price has been rejected first time for 5-6 candles, and the second time for 10-12 candles back to 63 again, where I told you 63 is a long, and from there the price ran above the supply into next supply, and this is the 78.3 that I wore at the end of the day on Friday. Many people were thinking that from here the price would have been squeezing up to the all-time highs, but the very important thing is to understand the context of the scenario we are playing. And as you can see on the during all this week, the bulls were trying to get their very target, that is the all-time highs, but they were unable to do it. So if this must suggest you that there's a lack of conviction in the operators for go straight there, and it could easily be that wiser operators are trying to search in lower prices to reload their long position and eventually swing up to the all-time highs. And this is a scenario and a range week we've been playing all this week. So you must always consider this kind of psychology when you play a scenario. And that's why I took with conviction a short here into the end of the day back to the list again. And as you can see, it worked like a charm. So it's been the right way to read the plan. And this is what I do every day. I try first of all to try to understand what is the very scenario and the psychology of the movement. And after the long ramp since the end of July, the last few 4 or 5 days, we've been in a trading range with several attempts at this 88 level, but bulls were unable. So this means there's no acceptance here, and I found it kind of difficult for the bulls to run straight end of the day after such a weak session we had on Friday. That's why I preferred to take a short here, go down and bank it around 63 again. I'm not here to make huge provisions or as I always say, doing home runs. I don't really care. I'm not a perma-bear, not a perma-bull. I just want to make money on the scenario I'm playing every day, and I think I can do this for the rest of my life actually. So I hope I clarified some of my thoughts about the Friday session and the way I played. And anyway, for the people that can be on screen as I do all day long, we had 2 big occasions. It was this short and this long. You can have around 20 handles from this one. Obviously, I don't think everybody can take any point from any move, but if you take 20 from 30 point, it's okay. And here, another 10, 12 point, this can make your day. Okay, now I'll leave. It's the weekend also for me, so we'll talk again later on at the Open, and hope we had a great week as we did the last. Thanks again for support. Bye all.